NDC for movement for change for Oma Kabum, I am back. But some way NDC for let is all got about Afrafranto. 7 December, it must come to an end. And to Obama, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, by hook or crook, whether the NDC loves it or not, whether the Afrafranto loves it or not,
okay,
NPP shall break the age.
All right, Parliament House.
Kwabu, Kwabenaje.
Yeah.
My main teaching say me sure na me hu say Afrafranto fo no a wo mo boss eyo owura alankojo kirematen starch factory credit jan wantumi manage
alalantumi manage starch factory
please what ya na o cancel hunu me teye na yedi na man fiu me to what ya na o cancel hunu me teye o catch us before yeah no that please
you will tell the gentleman that he will refrain from using voice.
Evangelist Michelle de Kwani.
Wo run for abaye nta masem. What ya akogwana what ya so ka tell me before.
I am speaking to facts.
What ya so ka tell me before.
General Secretary Eba right.
Repeat it. Gabi, Michelle, Gabi, Jadu my body. Yo, Shase can you? O can say na me o can say na utie there. I'm not afraid of your roughness. Who told you I'm afraid of anybody's roughness? Now, if you want to fight woman, me na me so me come as a bishop. Who casanamity ha? Who casanamity them ha? Abra who catch us me general secretary crabon. Now only me na all you know. I was quiet here. And you think what? Who party no crowd with the who constitution? Who party now the who constitution?
We are ignorant. You are party. We are movement. Unorganized. Is it not the difference between political party and political organization?
Can you please excuse me?
No, accept your ignorance.
Sir, Mutibon koso sami nsem hunu a. Mo so da mo keka fa obia ho no. I will not sit here for you to insult my general secretary because party no constitution no. What I say woman I say him say party no susu say obi yayi na firi mu a. Party no ho kwaso chọ krata de community party.
Yeah, any mo party o dey actually. It's a shame.
What did I tell you say?
Who sent you here?
Aya wona na na sma me ha.
It's on call.
Wona na na sma me say me mra ha.
Party constitution.
Me say wona na sma me ha.
You cannot do that.
Ah, who open the mono crowd wudi na chi no. Bama who for we crowd na chi. Obi an ho chiri kakra bi o say ma resign crowd na chi. Then you sit here to insult my general secretary.
Ya o kan nyina nko ba bia.
Oba so kasa na chira me. Then I should sit here. Please keep quiet and let me talk. Baba, you don't tell me who the card you open. Adan. Kwaku, Anansi says them Jutum says I'm in this for me next year. Na the woman ni.
Why a movement for change? Evangelist, we are NDC.
But say me ma dwene kire me say.
Okay.
Omo nyina ye NDC. Ana omo ni NDC fo nyina kasako.
Flyer no so am here no ye NDC.
Me ma dwene mo ha. Ana wuni mi nyansa. Ana wuni mi nyansa.
Has introduced me as Afrafranto.
I don't care. It is the one who introduced you as such. And this is my thinking. What is your problem? I'm not person no give it.
Gabi,
the same thing to you. Then the same thing to you. Who do you answer?
Oh.
Who do you answer? Like a party, I want to am discuss and the MP and the minister. What the minister?
Who is this?
What am I saying? Okay, what the minister? For what the ambassador? Aye, Juma party ashano. And I would not want to be said, and then your party now would do MP, would do minister. Edimu ambassador no. What's your phone?
He made the party. He formed it.
Look at you.
We don't know whether he's a family.
Look at you.
He was a family.
He look at you. Allah bet me at MPP.
Hey, now one is smart.
Allah bet me at Allah bet me at MPP. Makato sa na na suma me. Medika kato sa na na suma me say. Memra. Messi, me can't just say, "Oh, no, swami, say me mra." But you na say me ka. You don't bring element. We are serious. Abe jaba kasa cha me agenda. Mo party one na ni nsa cha ayi. JFK. Mo movement na mo si mo atie no. Why na ni nyanso so JFK.
Michelle, Gabi. Agenda. Yanko Parliament House.
Me da say, na me shiro. Minia,
Yanko.
The woman. Dear SCA no. Me ma dwene mu speaker utinye. Fi so on one kasa kra all man we reading na nsem no. O kan say ade ni kra say biasi wo hampo dia ano kra na enya binding on him. to take that decision. Now, everybody should understand, say, every constitution is based on two things: the letter of it and the spirit behind it. It is a obifri se asem wo hona se ontiase a yan twesi kan fa ntwitwa ye ho. Ye de court. Ne pa twa me boa. Yeah. Nana do dan kwaku fo do bra bi atwa mu. Odi free SHS ni ade eba parliament. Mahama yarega a oye Boko Central NPC. Emra no akufo do gina so dia ye nyema no. Ontiase wan fa sika ne twitwa ye o. Odi call Supreme Court to seek for the interpretation of the law. Okwa no kodi nkuku. Ani yeto aso ne yekoye ni. Na de nti na obi susu say speaker ya de na say ontiase a no the court aboni be na on. Then you sit here to tell me say court Supreme Court judges no a wo mu long standing reputation and now the Akufo-Addo na appointing wonti wo mu NPP for Akufo-Addo has packed the court with the NPP and Crawford. You sit on radio to say this. The same Supreme Court has ruled on behalf of I can't say Okujato, the same judiciary service. I rule Okujato in certain cases. And so back at chapter Sanko from who Edia Semonua, Okujato Mudi Kunimono. Me pacho bebre. Wamono, Omoya and Crawford Kufa and the Paco Manase, or Ramahama and I end for the Paco more. You don't rubbish the rule of law. I owe my as a pioneer. Say speaker if you say ne ho aden dodo or ya bema dodo. That's what's in the rule, you know. Say Supreme Court ashani say on twen so. Na yan twen na so ontiasa. He should go ahead and do whatever he wants to do. Because
oh yeah, I didn't be see.
Oh, that's a contempt to who ana.
Okay.
Me patro say contempt to who.
Yeah.
Obi na obi anko. Me majority leader. Afenyo Markins. Or say no member of the NPP is going to fight the NDC in parliament. The truth of the matter is that so we do one as say chinchina de mo ya na mba ya. Yeah, we just work out. Yeah, the mrana day. Ayejo, he has said it. But what I say?
Okay.
Na obi say, President, here look. Yeah, ore siamade ya no mo kiken. Say NDC na ka de no be come favor ho. Siamade nke be come favor. They should have tested the law to seek for the interpretation of the law. Because constitutionally, you know, yes, say constitution na ya twira to on. Me anya ne tra sa ho. And say bi wo mu na say wo kana say wo ntia se a. Wo ko penchire mu. Esiamade ane na mfa wo ho nti. Ana ma omo yes ade say yi yani. Omo konko hwe de we just looking at the letter of it. And again, the NPP has made it clear. Say Supreme Court make a determination of the law. Not so if you say na NDC one majority, they should go ahead and do it. NPP will not have any problem with that. Say Supreme Court can say emrani chire say ya. We will go along with that. But apart from that, side trim money some na be show mutirim. Oh my imagine say on person ya na to kwesi. Look, Ghana have one penny for how. And penny for two penny for four. Yan Nkrofobia ya hu say twanfunu sam. No be ka kire me say NDC for any abrese akoko ya ko pint ene omko obia na obi anko. Because we need peace for the general elections. And I'm telling you, if the NDC wants to become the majority in parliament, you need to say, Omunko police station, Omunko Yajuma. Near two about no much of a majority. But as far as I'm concerned, the MPP remains majority in parliament and will continue to be until the Supreme Court so decides. But if they still want to do it, they can go ahead. Now, some of your business in the area, then they'll bring it to the president for President Akufo-Addo to assent to it, and we all live to see what will happen in the nearest future.
Let us see. Yes, sir, quite me agenda. No, Gabi. Yes, o second round.
The mekan ni nyina na say sabezabe eya say betima asante mine gan ma yemfa bu nyina ma yetie for say sabezabe say bia umu ade a eno no do tu fie anza na oba befo abenwa no ne Ghana for begin komo because komo de ni nyina say de entete ene akomapa ne odo be kire Ghana for nsema ekoso sa kikiri bubu no enya no na ma Ghana for beto abamo and sabezabe I also restrain myself not to go on that tangent because sabezabe but them ni eyu atari abra wodware also ndi na chi self akwaje atari, so I'm not going to do it. Or make key or cast especially be on the person of Lankojo Martin. na me tell no videos on my phone in art say Alan was and remains a founding member of the New Patriotic Party. You know, it was easy for him to put the sinking ship elsewhere and form a movement. Now, for the purpose of education, my main country NPP rep say movement for change in your party too. Let me also state categorically. And it was a or better now more misinform the public. I mean, his ignorance on this side would not be pardoned. In the history of this country, Alan Chamate has never been a member of parliament. He has never been. And he will be one of the few people who becomes president without being a member of parliament. There's be a tool, Papa Mills. He's never been in the chamber, but he was a president. And Allah is going to be a president without usually be a member of parliament. They always say, having said that, medical culture says whenever you are dealing with judicial matters, you have to be very, very careful not to be prejudicial, because and yes, you will find yourself in the situation of contempt. And contempt of law there, and found in the power here. So, and some I say, Sabi, NPP ni want to say, Yasman so man or day no meeting Timuakara. We are dealing with matters of law, and matters of law are matters of law, not common sense. You don't infer. Me the work spirit and letter of the Constitution. You can't actually and idea to us me no work. Do you know what goes into the spirit and letter of the Constitution? My catcher was there. Offer a man runner, and as a make can American catcher was there. The Supreme Court of our land is having the original jurisdiction. Say I can say original jurisdiction. I just say I'm amremuno. Or no pet any eku anase entity or to me or church I'm ambrem. And as what my says are. And some days you parliament, you know. But the Grand Catcher said there is a very clear path of our governance, separation of powers. The Etienne say Parliament odino hoso. And then I say NPP ni nenti ase amanenti ase. Parliament edino hoso prekope. Executive no dino hoso prekope. Judicial really dino hoso prekope. Na me de ba kwa American say sa wo hwe kwan Parliament ye na niam afa executive ye niam afa yemfa odo nyina na amhyehyɛ nyina mo judiciary no ho ban. Having said that, and some na e koso mprempren se my kaka NPP ni no want ase. Hinge dede. Speaker Babin has acted in the capacity as the head of the house. Use the standing orders. A parliamentary president and Sanudi Ababeton. You see, in law, what do you mean compare mangoes to apples? And you will be anytime obeying full case law, and as a president, you make sure that material facts now will use no. And then they pay, and as a medical company, we may say Timobia. One answer to Obamasum. Nekopina and no many a woman share, so Obamasum. Near you will dine. Adetina maybe bought Reverend Prasum. Now, when you see me a Jimmy and Pierre, all say it is not fair. So, on the principle of equity, no, it is not applicable. The precedent is that, yeah, Bob Masumuna, maybe Bob was me, Jim O'Dran, Obo must do a grand and a member Reverend Prasum may say Jim O'Dran. That is the principle of law. Dear Nameka, Yebra, a Siam Manson may see it. It is the same thing happening in the case of Cynthia Namole Morrison. And medical NPP among your own crowd by default. Now more in 3 or so a party will be. Or party will be by extension. See it's not just one people who are feeling. Hey, empty. This is the analysis we are making in the face of common sense. It's a young This is simple logic, simple intelligence. Not reference as him say it is written in plain language. This is common understanding of the law. Woman runner essay. Make us say me and me JFK. And now me secretary JFK is a million. Me preoccupy no. Me preoccupy. And what I said was that he erred by writing a special letter to Ozadozo because by default the constitution of the NPP per article 39 asked all of us into moving. Sam ran any for taking a decision for the country at the expense of party. We defended the country by following Alancha Martin, who we believe said Okuta Ghana do. Proyene can say and one year a be any proyena yakan was the man. That's what even happening in parliament. And in some ways, this is it. Until we be catch us say, Esiama the end yen kokanya is a lie. Or man test what in the Caribbean. What has happened is that yes, the same thing next year. Say they are applying, they are applying. They are just being politically pompous and very dishonest. Now then, and as a gun of women, I know Dania at the Diana Menana, said me, hey, and I so come and ask me, because my mamma to Media. All right, I'm not going to Papa. Or no, I'm just one and gun than all free at 102. It's me who come and ask my head. when you feel me entity mu ya nche me say me di atem papa lancha matia me di na chi no nya saka.
Okay.
But what I will tell you that I will not take any loose comment from you. I will not allow you to be ignorant by telling the words align your minister we MP align MP start factory. I'm telling an authority that it was his brain idea. The presidential special initiative.
Okay. Evangelist.
Anansi
7 minutes.
Medasi etiefo enim say Tuesday bia nyame ya adom ne etiasia evangelist empendo do na me na me be represent NDC at no point in the day NDC for mienu abetena ha and I feel say obi biara na dwen ne sa na be enka ne tirimu na be pie na no na ohia attention, very special attention. You see politics in the EU ye be wie asanso abesresere nti wo so pa wunua na wo de kasafin egu nua so wo wi awasane na abesere. Where are your standards? Wontete no etesen adenti no obi badwen say so no politics and so no our daily lives. For me the metiye no saa na metiye. Parliament in some year can may share BB. Say the NPP for to me who NDC ye MPs omo call meetings ne omo court meetings ne ade nyina omo woni nyina. Open Parliament as a house of records doesn't work with media reports in dealing with matters affecting it. So until the speaker Aban SK Babi announces a revision of the decision announced on Thursday in compliance or otherwise with the Supreme Court's decision, the right to occupy the majority seats this morning rests with the NDC. Friday's Supreme Court interlocutory ruling cannot be enforced in Parliament unless adopted and announced by MP to the MPs by the Speaker of Parliament. Obi write up why ye nin in Chirimode. The upper chair say ye can the independence of the arms of government near the end. Speaker etnasi asem abeton anim ena where you sumrano send you no nim no e de aye adwuma. And by Thursday no ye call efie no na NDC ewo 136 MPP 135 inti per the numbers no NDC na majority ene Parliament ye hu ye anodom prem se be 4 am na wadru or not ho ye hu se omu nyina akogu afa. Let us try as much as possible to avoid chaos. In fact se ubenya entiase ene wo a bibia gina speaker so speaker no kra wo Parliament wo and per the see Thursday no for me eno na minim say NDC na majority. I don't know MPP for ntiase say 7 December ye beto aba the next 4 years ye beto aba ye besa to aba 4 years biem omo opposition pen. In fact they even came into power from opposition. Aden enne aye won say opposition ni free omo nsamu a omu wiase nyina asai enu nte na munya atumi a mo abo oman ni sane amosi abon asa china ni ho oman yi mu ye wo susu de wo ho Professor Wayoseni ebito no Boniface Abubakar Siddiq ebito no Joe Wise of Bekwai ebito no esia manko ampo de atonu mprenu onu nko na in 4 years ya pamo no Parliament twice. I know him and it's unfortunate say the pen na esia mo de mususu say endra na ye enenye. What sort of people are you? Ye di oman kura sha monsa eye dollar na ye kwaya na ye nsuo de na mo aye ni ye school ana munshisha basa tantantan enunti 7 December Ghana for 2 mini ya modia de na wunamu no sane opanyi kofo kan hwe wasetiram da bia obeda be sori ase eja eto oman no mu The be other sorry, and only a pana. 7 December, it must come to an end. And to Abama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And to Abama MPP, MPB. Nanya was umdie. On my no, I was at to us. NDC a deal on my so pain. Ye who dear ye who. Time. This is the second time. Yes, I did soldier for Aqua Parliament. Oh, and then another. Opening tea. Who ni ahohyaso na den how. Den pa ne how ne say. Dear wuye 7 December to me every month. How would you behave? You think I came here to joke, eh? Maybe one more friend dear grow because over to na platform bibi awaye bi me hu de awaye yet me may have a time make come asem me nana catch me say who dware no damfo ebe yiwe here. I think say most of the families advice I was say extended manenye de obeye no ho ye unya wo time fire de obey anansi on my here reset bibi actually say here reset. Okay. Ya tena se ayenhwe from 2016-2020 inti na oman ye duru ha en nanado danko akufu ado enchirima beka na chi asem.
Okay. Ajada
ananse
abu yidi obu beni de otibe etena ya na de bia sa na beba se bodamfo udwa na bodamfo be yuntuma umfa ho awro ni nachi fi so mo dam na mo musukro nso a enkrama animu no nya de mponche kochinechi no.
I see.
Ekura enkrama anim. Somebody sit in your studio na obisa wo ananse say we so ofre hen wan so ma no na oya ignorant. You see obi person odi waton akwaka na brofo ignorant on kan twimi enti. Okay. Oh, so you see they are thinking Omadjion say obia ne obia. You also attack my integrity by asking who brought me here. I don't care. You see, I don't know. Oh, Bama. Oh, I know from Brosso Chamedian. Etina me say, a crank crama nimuno. And ya dim ponche, a quatching a chino. Now, Minia, Quamina, we know me at the studio. I'm my Uncle Kingsley. O catch and saw Kasama NPP or the same people. Me pato sabre na won so you also need an attention because Uncle Kingsley came na anko bi ama what describe so NPP ni doesn't know him okay who does also know you who doesn't know you Afrafranto ya masa they are to me no they are to no bi na to me etina hu no asa na tie free say we ya wadwene say wo be ka tese me here attention na we dey here attention okay NDC ni so here attention NDC ni no so here attention it was say o kasa me de manu abetum bi enti wono no aka bi eta sentima etie ye no wono ahu say NDC ni movement ni ka asam ko ben kro ma mo ye den fo na in any case Kwaku anase medinka ka kire wo say we have no time MPP we have no time to waste on the so-called majority minority thing. It is almost changing ho number quarter they should go and sit there. We are not going to parliament, we will just leave and give it to them. Now omunyama na omo keka no and ye ba ye betwa e-levy. What authority do you have to cancel e-levy? A law. Hey, and our company. A law. No, let me put this money in order. Dana for sabe asantman nyeti bonko. No, ananti wow policy why implement. No meba. Agenda kasa. No, we don't manenka. Wow policy. Wow policy. Wow is a huna na meka. Wow policy. One say huna na meka. Wow say company so be. Now I am over transaction. Me say what business? Hey, o me so me kwa kwatwam. O mo kwata kwatwam. Aye law sesia. Aye law sesia. So we na say we dey call Koma Akufo-Addo as the president. Mr. The president has the president has to assent to it. Me boy. Eti ana we so munim. Simple common sense so munim. So wotina parliament. Na o shisha mra. Na so o shisha mra ni wia. O de be kwa Mahana.
Is it not the president? Is it not the president? No, then again, please. What you say? Eti de bia ya me enhia.
I see.
Wo na muso munim nya wiase nyansa nyina.
Saturday do muso ma shock mo original.
Oh, don't worry. Again, wemu. Master Peru bi di
massive.
Mesro nya botama menyi kwame na no. O say
movement for change.
O say Akufo-Addo amamu ba ye nso ne bibia asemi bo a. Wo de enfan say no kre. Akufo-Addo amamu ba ye. Akufo-Addo amamu ba ye. Anya hwe kra na Ghana for ma 5.4 million. Atima benefit from education me bo a. And then anya hwe kra no drones and another dan kwade buy for the first time e bi Ghana ba ko da. Atumi afa enuro ni moja atwe nipa 4.2 million me bo. And now me no ka say na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo adawroma. Ghana almost every single constituency. Awo ka kwan foforo bi ayaya ne ho. And then another dan kwa Akufo-Addo ba ye.
Na nado nso na magana
obuno we mu so da no be catch you say
no say
Asantima nye tibon koso we mu wo be gina simpie so catch Asantifo say sa Asantima to ba man NPP na ntwinam wo ye nipa
Hona ka sa
omo be yo mo work no wante sa wante
so o mu ye dey a
what say ya to aba ema NPP Asantima ntemu aye na ntwinam wante
oh na bi na mi
wante omo work no be okay eti ana say dia ya kan say
no me mani wi
Kwaku, why have you given him the microphone?
Mani ka say
no me mani ka
I don't person make us.
not get the casting as question
But Jamaican can say me re nya mfi ye na na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo o ro cho mahama aya mampani no ye ti o mamu ha ana ye hu say etichafo aya adwuma abosume aduasansia ye tia wo mo ka abosume mi nsa me say yinim say o mampani mahama be ya Ghana mampani no ye hunu pefe say cocoa bag no turn 475 and then another dan kwa 2024 ye turn 3000 enti sadia no Ghana for ni pefe say na another dan kwa Akufo-Addo be ya Ghana mampani and COVID ni ade atu ye obi enu ye yi nadi yan for freeze and to employment so obi anim ye nim professor na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo that Mahmoud Bawumia aba Ghana man panifo yi ye nyina ye jetum se enna me no wo kase ye the new policy na bi ni Ghana friend e-pharmacy aba amenne wotu fia to me kraduro e nyansasam e gene kwakan e bia wo me ka tire ma case so se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia se NDC po wa mu mpo se Afrafranto ni po se onpo se nya ho ya na ye wo no mu
ahwo ya
oh daddy na nya ho ya na ke ko election no lusu a na wajane ba ko ajane mienu ajane miesa won se ajane nu obajane du
representative
eti de omu ni kwaku and is for ntiase omu nyira ntiase se Mahmoud Bawumia sa training e de be Ghana former in IT about 1 million no e be ba so na ya dwuma enya nkokwa nketenkete enya he ya wi anya problem
okay
and now me no say sa Ghana for to aba Mahmoud Bawumia na ye pobi betu abo free se so ban ya to aba dia Mahmoud Bawumia na ya the flat tax rate e ba nya be ya ne kama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ya to aba no what is score I can say credit score system at the back and now me no kasemi eti Ghana ni bia nim eti Ghana for amutie munim say NDC for any movement for change for omaka bom aya bako eti omo ye NDC for eti so ko to ba Afrafranto no adwunu yiye so ko to ba NDC adwunu yiye ti say owura Mahama de sanya ni bra na ye no a wa ko secondary school free wa be di MP free wa be di deputy minister wa di minister wa be vice president wa ye caretaker president wa ye president and now ye former president enti me kan ma sisu bia say anya obi aye huni da na bon no wa bon and this for any frefrenti and o mu di na chi and Afrafranto fa ko ka o
NDC for any frefrenti
oh me frefrenti me say ma din ka ha me si kura krama animu no na de ponche konche
me no panyi on say bra wo
na mo ba reje ha de mbaka kira Asantifo
tobo tie
movement for change
obi bet na si so kan say ma hu kase mo ya me pa na chawa ma Ghana for ne Asantima
obi a chawa na bi ha
isi sebe panimu a wa mu no ho no nanka ebetwa say anka akran so ebebu nanim tia na mom medical catch say yen tete ya ye won nti o man panyin na o man ni nyina eja e ko gina sirem ka kire sirem fo say enye se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia assignment am de ba so o meye e nyina ne say o me hye Ghana se ka sen wa bon wa mama ni magu ase enye se na o ka kire mo
say ya ka sa
o ka kire mo say mo ntoma no e bi say wo ye sirem ni
o boss no ka Chief Alan
ese money nti na chiche di
me si na o ka ho
ese money nti e na chiche di enti wo hwe ensem hunu ni sebe
alanchemate no
kasam ni ade nyafa do e de die nsem nya na guri tiri so eti sanko ye yo no
papa ni mu a ka
o wi ba sa de na ko gina nchen anuma kokko na ko ni akwatutu akoko hunu suo
enti ana se no be kasa o de meja no mani tetem na Ghana fo tie no ono ogu ni ho animu ase wi na ya to
ogu ho animu ase ni pa ni ti no
wanu na me se okaku for da mamo ho enfie nson no ye trade minister in fact he was the first minister appointed by Kufuor
tie
unim ni okeka
na mala nsaso say since money nti na chiche di in the history of this country for the first time in 30 years in your trace of Ireland san and am nensa no 1D1 FA ne dia yeko promise nipa beauty say catch the Ghana for ne delegate say oh no said what can there oh no that my catch say we can be very rough but ebu nti no nipa beauty say catch
na kwakwa na say dia me yan say
eti ebo 1D1 F
nipa fu bia na di ma betena Hispania asem ne internet studio nipa fu bia eti nipa fu bia na wodi ni ba pay me say nipa fu bi ti say when I didn't back up when na betena panel so
you are so mentally retarded I'm telling you
you are suffering from dementia you are suffering from dementia I am telling you say you are suffering from dementia. If you can't know, you are suffering from dementia.
All the NPP has been reduced to a normal because all the
a joke.
Who are forward-thinking no more.
Apu.
Some Parliamentary NPP communicators there. Party na ya reho pa ejija. Banredu ni banredu. Eni buzi amado mada Cameroon no po be munu munu pa. So pa na wo hwe akira ma na. Eni buzi arebe ho na da Cameroon pa. So wo pa na wo wagire mu da wo se betina CPS ne Ghana fo ni nkomo mo NPP amanu ko na. O eni buzi ane dan komo mo rebe ho no pa yi pa. Anope me dem eye anas menya frank asabie.
Bab say afena NPP MPC no so astome the Parliament House.
Na
led by
atentere ne pepepe ye.
Afenyo marking so na.
On say nyame simitu ani pa.
One ni team afena me say
mu na nyame achia moka.
On say Sams ne kan nyame bi.
Ya mu na nyame achia moka. Ala nchira mate na nyame achia ne ka. Ana wa hunu
o se na abebre no ma hoho abedi sanfo nyi ne twachire no o so o na bankire sesebe kronfo opo obi awia ne nam tenten no asa kwai ko rem me kashi Ghana for ti nyina
mefa
Ghana for ti o mo do balance ma tin ti
mefa sa kwan we so na masre etiefuo se Tuesday ya na NTC na muamunim baby asa no ma we efriba one reason why ensese woma NPP edi oman su biom because kabi nyomo na de baaye ye nyina enya so mfaso na wo de edru so a eye wo se memo obi ankasa wo de wonko na wotene opanyi enti Ghana fo amutie mu na wunim wa sitena mu me de minim senia me top petra esitie dollar na ye 4 cedis ana minya me 4000 na mituminya ku $1000 e de kra me no ma ene sa $1000 no hia nearly 17,000 cedis 170 million sa nipa ne say sa to abama no na de wafa mu 8 years no wuhu ye dokuna na wo to no 1 cd ene ye 5 cds we na wo pesa to aso no inti sa ahantan ni ahoma so yi to me ni ya wodia me say the greatest punishment you can give any politician is to take power from them. So would to me ni free MPP for nsema ade ye hu omo MPP Professor Edubu Anyame fa ne kransi ye hu omo na kasama MPP. I tell you President Kufuor by ye hu omo na kasama MPP the past 8 years what have we made then yet then yehu then see because Nana do dankwa Kufuor do na ye o man panyini enti Ghana more
main boss of the airwaves. Boss FM everywhere. This is the main boss of the airwaves. Boss FM everywhere.
All right.
John Dramani Mahama, the NT or the professor na buy edika ye mawo ensem. Enna ye disua ne sa no man. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, ye te say ye de na ba say o meye economy. All right. Obeye economy. Ene we dwane ne nam ba bi kuro onim na chi kwan. Enti ye besisi toilet. Ye besisi.
Hits. I started Boba the Parliamentary House. You say NPP MPC no still na no da switch na omuda so a omu enya baby try in fact hey Yapo
oh and as you say one fair to me Masa
me too quick one
good me that say way a Ghana web the patch dated 21st October 2024 me patch you see I will not allow Ghana man be yourself and chairman Bala now listen to what he said me continue. Every Ashanti listening to me here or watching me on TV that will vote for Bawumia is a cow. Who can say something? I did today. Who is it? Now let me get you a tomorrow. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia or number one. Every parliamentary candidate is number one. No more than Omama Wahi. Mr. Mumpo. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, but he can't man penny.